Speaker, it is an honour to rise as the first non-government speaker to talk about the estimates process. And what I want to say is, if we're reflecting what the member for Coomera talked about, the process of estimates, what we did learn from the estimates process as structured by the LNP was that they haven't kept their word and they cannot keep their promises. Firstly, they have broken their word to treat Parliament with respect. The now Premier said in 2021 that ministers must answer questions, otherwise it is a sham. Yet we've discovered through the estimates process that LNP ministers routinely don't answer questions on notice within the 30 days. More than that, they guillotine debates after crying out in opposition against guillotining debates. Yet we've seen that they have cut short of guillotine debates of 11 bills. Now, they say one thing before the election and they do another thing afterwards. Now, another one of their broken promises about treating Parliament with respect was to reform estimates. But what did we see this year? We saw time being wasted through frivolous points of order, time chewed up with the most benign of Dorothy Dixes from government members. And I have to say, the questions from the government backbenchers were the most performative, I think, of the whole process, as they demonstrated their obsequious obedience to their political masters in the chamber. But I have to say the protection cordon run by the LNP in this estimates process was truly extraordinary. Now, we'll hear more of this, but I know that our analysis shows that there were hundreds of 504 points of orders by government members. 26% were from the Leader of the House. 25% were from LNP chairs. I know other members will talk more on this there, but can I say I do feel sorry for the LNP chairs. They get into government, they think, this is my role, I'm going to run estimates, I'm going to have something to do. But what they find out is, no, your role is now just to be an interjector to raise points of order. And even then, they weren't the chief objector or raiser of point of orders. Turns out to be it's the Minister of the House. So I do feel for the LNP members of the committees. They have much less to do than we did when we were in government. It was an extraordinary effort, as I said, to protect the poorly performing LNP ministers. Now, as the Courier Mail said, the member for Moggill ran a heavy protection cordon around ministers, leaping to stop proceedings when questioning got a little too hot for the government. And this is after the member for Moggill apparently interjected last year when talking about estimates, interjecting that there was a protection racket. Now, if that is the case, then he has become the chief racketeer in this term of government. Wasting time, numerous frivolous points of order, all to protect underperforming ministers. Speaker, it's clear to many Queenslanders that this LNP Crisafulli government is not keeping their word to respect Parliament. But there is one thing, Speaker, that we did discover in estimates, and that was the LNP's sense of entitlement when it comes to aircraft. Now, I won't speak about the latest episode in this aviation drama where the member for Cook has not only made helicopters his preferred mode of transport for short journeys, or his commandeering of landing strips that belong to other people. I won't talk about that, but I will talk about the $13,000,
Order. Members on my right.
$842 it cost the Parliament for one flight where the member for Moraney managed to redirect the flight northwards to look at more wind farms. Seated where he is most comfortable, in the co-pilot seat there. There he is, looking forward, the biggles of the bush. Don't worry, everyone. But, Speaker, estimates and recent behaviour that we're witnessing right now shows that we're dealing with the same old LNP. Entitled, self-protecting, can't keep their promises or their word. Speaker, in conclusion, the estimates process was an opportunity for the Crisafulli LNP government to deliver on their promises, to reform, to do better, for a fresh start. Instead, it's the same old LNP breaking the word, delivering for themselves.
Mr Speaker.